Hello and welcome to this video about doing business with a Sagittarian. What is this all about? How do you deal with them? If you have a boss who has a sun, a moon, a Venus, a Mars, a Mercury in Sagittarius, or you have a colleague, or you have some clients who are very Sagittarius energy like. So I assume you already know the chart of that other person, or you know some planets that are in Sagittarius. And two things can happen. This can be very easy for you because you have some parts of you that resonate very well with the Sagittarian energy, or this could be very, very tough. If you are not liking that Sagittarian kind of energy. And this is not about judging. This is not about the Saggis are good and this sign. No, every sign is good and every sign is bad. I mean, this is what astrology learns, how not to judge and how to accept that someone can be different from us. But what do? How can we align ourselves a bit better with the Sagittarian so that if we have a plan and we want to convince them, or we want to ask a promotion of them, or we want to get along a bit better with them in our communication style, that is, how do we do that? What do we do to get on that same page with holding our own integrity and our own authenticity, but accepting that someone else is totally different? This is about not taking ourselves as standards, basically, because we all do it. We all do it. We all do it that, I am like that, so other people need to be different. I am very detail oriented, so the Sagittarian, who is absolutely not detail oriented, is having a problem. If you're dealing out of this sort of way, you're not going to get along with people. People are not going to listen to what you're saying, and you're not going to get on the same page for sure. Now, again, this is everyone's choice. But if you're saying, okay, I have to deal with this person, this client, I respect that person, and I want to get a bit more on the same page, but how do I do it? Then this is the video for you. Now, being the Sagittarius energy, what is this all about? If you want to sell something to a Sagittarian, or you want to get a promotion, how do you act? What is the communication style that you best take? Whether this is difficult for you or not, that's another thing. The communication style is, again, be enthusiastic, be passionate, it's a fire sign. It's ruled by Jupiter, so see the bigger picture. When you're selling a project to someone, and it's a person with a lot of Sagittarian energy, and you're not explaining the why, the WH, the why of something, you're going to have a problem. So people who have Sagittarius in them, a lot of planets there, they're always interested in the why. Why are we doing this? Why? Is it to create more space? Is it to create more good atmosphere? Whatever it is that you're trying to sell them or you're trying to convince them from, there has to be the bigger picture. There has to be some, even if you are not a philosopher yourself, it's good to think about this. Where is the philosophy of this that I want to approach? This is important because this is the style, the communication style of the Sagittarian. They are seeing it big. It doesn't matter if you are trying to convince them of selling something and you're saying all the details to them. This is not important for them. The detail it's the why. Can we solve that kind of problem, or why we are doing this actually in the first place? That is what is a basic need, so to speak, of the Sagittarian. And so to see it big, to be optimistic, when you come into the room, the meeting room shows your enthusiasm. Prepare yourself for it. Put your intention into that positivity, and you will see that, okay, they might say no to you, but at least they will have listened to what you're saying because you're coming towards their communication style. Again, this is not about who you are, who they are. It's about how they act in a style of communicating. And if you're not getting on that same page, they won't even listen to you. That's basic human nature style. So again, with Sagittarians, as with all the signs, it's not that difficult to know their style. It's not that difficult to know where they are coming from. The question is, do you want to accept that so that you can adapt your own style for a couple of minutes or maybe for an hour, so that you have a connection there, a trust there between two people. So talk about the bigger picture, talk about what's in it for other people. You know, it's a very philanthropic sign as well. So if you do good for the collective, this is what Jupiter is all about. How can you improve people? How can you coach people? How can you help to grow people? If that is implemented in your in the way that you present yourself, you are gonna get more out of this Sagittarian connection. If you want to ask for a promotion, for instance, because you think you're worth it in the first place, be enthusiastic about yourself. Be enthusiastic about yourself. Convince them. Show you the passion that you have for that certain work or for that certain project. And it will be very difficult for and mean it, of course, you know, because when people don't mean what they say, it's not gonna work. I mean, that's why, you know, with manipulation and so on, it won't work. It may work for a couple of weeks, months, years even, but ultimately it ends in destruction because it's not authentic. Having said that, have fun with the Sagittarian. If you want to have a very serious conversation about something and you're dealing with the Sagittarian, you're entering the room, use your sense of humor. Use your sense of humor. They're gonna feel at ease. They look at, you know, they often say about Sagittarians that under that sense of humor, there's big sadness and there's big, you know, there's pain even. And but that's because a lot of Sagittarians, or people who have a lot of Sagittarian energy, they also have some Scorpio in them. With the Venus or the Mercury, quite often they do have that. That's this crazy mixture of being very deep and being very broad and light at the same time. So lots of success with the Sagittarian. Have a lust for life, and you know, radiate that to the Sagittarian. They will feel at home when you do that. And if you're not feeling positive, don't do the conversation. They're gonna feel it. It's not gonna work. Share me your experiences with these different communication styles. Let me know about it, and I wish you all the luck with it. Bye bye. Thanks for listening.